So today what we are going to play is we would like to dedicate this concert to the world peace and harmony. And the opening first piece, the two songs which we are going to play, they are almost like Indian national songs and great favorites of Mahatma Gandhi, the father of nation, Vaishnav Janato, and Ramdhun, Raghupati Raghav Raja. Both the songs, they have beautiful message and the melodic structure is so appealing. So we would like to play that. And before that, I would like to introduce all the musicians sitting on the stage. Anubrata Chatterjee. And my elder son, Amaan Ali Khan. And 2 years younger, Ayan Ali Khan. And they are very happy that Aman and Ayan's mother, Subbalakshmi ji, is in the auditorium. She is the first guru of Aman and Ayan. Thank you so much. The next item is a song written and composed by a great Rabindranath Tagore. He, in fact, composed many songs on different kind of ragas. As a tribute to him, I made a CD where I played 10 songs of Rabindra Sangeet with legendary Suchitra Mitra, the singer from Bengal. This particular song is based on folk music of Bengal, and it has a beautiful message, Ekla Chalo Re. Don't keep waiting for people to follow you. With your message, keep walking alone. Ekla Chalo Re. Thank you. So the concluding piece is a traditional raga, Ragdesh. All the great masters, vocalists, instrumentalists, they all contributed, they all expressed their thoughts, beautiful thoughts of Ragdesh. We'll play this composition in 10 beats time cycle, followed by a 16 beats time cycle composition, Ragdesh. After this, we will be very happy to take some certain questions from all of you. And we are all so proud of you, of this organization. I'm sure if you Google, you will find Sarod. So we will conclude with Ragdesh. And once again, I would like to say on behalf of all of us that we are very happy and honored to be here and to share our music with all of you. Thank you very much. I mean, this is what Indian classical music is, that we don't plan everything before. Everything happens on the stage, what we improvise, what we play. I just feel like sharing one particular style of music. We have lots of songs all over the world, different languages and different kind of messages. But there was a great Sufi saint, Hazrat Amir Khusro, who created Qawwali and also a singing style called Tarana. Tarana doesn't deal with language. He created a language of syllables, Tana Tom, Tadari Dani, Dirdri Dani. And it's very interesting. So as a tribute to Hazrat Amir Khusro, I composed this Tarana in Rag Bahar. Tadare dani, tadani dim, tanadanum, tadare dani, tadani dim, tanadanum. Tadare dani, tadani dim, tanadanum, tadare dani, tadani dim, tanadanum, tanum, tananum, taderena, 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 tadare dani, tadani dim, tanadanum. Tana na 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 dim, tana na 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 na, tana na 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 dim, tana na, tana num, tana num, tana tana num, tada re dani, dakar dak dum kut tak dit takar tak dak 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 ne daklan daklan, kanda tada re dani, tada ni dim, tana tanu, tada re dani, tada ni dim, tana tanu, tada re dani, tada ni dim, tana tanu. We'll play on the Sarod now.
Googlers, another big round of applause for Ustad Amjad Ali Khan and his sons, please. We have time for a short conversation with Ustad Ji and his sons. So if you have any questions, you can line up on the mics. And I'll lead off with the first question. So Ustad Ji, it's such a pleasure, privilege, and honor to have you and your sons perform here at Google. And at the beginning, you mentioned about the Guru Shishya Parampara, the lineage of learning from your Guru. But in your case, it was your father, and your son's case, the parents were the Gurus. Can you talk a little bit about having the Guru live in the house itself and be your father or your parent?
You see, the realization of Guru was much more in India. The surrenderness towards God or Guru was more experienced in India. And the Guru demanded complete attention, complete surrenderness. And most of the disciples, the students, they worked like a domestic help in the house. So a Guru was considered an institution. Now we look for a huge concrete building, they are called institutions. So that is the basic difference. The lifestyle changed, the requirements of people changed, and everybody is trying to reach to the moon and the sun. But my father, my Guru, often said that one should be focused in life. I can't do everything. I can't be a PhD and also play good Sarod. So one has to choose right in the beginning what you want to do in your life. And similarly, I'm sure Aman would like to say something, Ayan would like to say something. So this kind of commitment and realization. So we are all humble representative of this ancient art, Indian classical music, Sarod. Sarod is a Persian word which means music. And we had great gurus in our country. All over the world we had great sages, saints, philosophers. But unfortunately nobody could change us. Today we have become such a ferocious, unkind animal that the whole world is afraid of peace, of the harmony. There's a danger for our peace and harmony in the world. So unfortunately, even education could not create compassion and kindness in a human being. So we are going through a very bad phase. And I hope people realize that we have to share the kindness and love with our children. So we must have in our family, as you know, my wife is Subbalakshmi, and we feel connected with every soul of the world. And we feel that we have a common God and we are the common race. So I hope people get this message and we are able to control this violence and destructions, whatever is happening in the world.
Thank you, Ustad Ji. And very quickly, I wanted to hear from Aman and Ayan as well. What was it like to grow up in a household where your parents were both world-class musicians? What is the pressure like?
Good afternoon. It's always, I say it's a pleasure. Now I feel it's an honor because when you're much younger, you don't realize where you're born. You just feel people are looking at your parents and, oh, they are popular. You get that feeling. But as you grow up, you realize the responsibilities that keep, growing. My mother was a very eminent Bharatnatyam dancer. She learned from Srimati Rukmani Arundale from Chennai. And my father comes from a lineage, Gwalior. I know where you come from, but from this heavy family of musicians. So I think it's an honor, and it is not very easy. It is it is difficult, but as they say, there are no free lunches. So you enjoy all the importance. Now it's payback time. So really working hard towards that.
Good afternoon. I think my brothers pretty much covered the emotion that even I went through.
But of course, it was a great honor and a great privilege also to just be born in a family where, you know, the language spoken was music, the air we were breathing was music. And, you know, much as I say there was no pressure, but perhaps in a sense there always was, because as an 8-year-old or a 7-year-old, even when I would just go with my father at concerts, you would meet people who'd say, oh, we've heard your grandfather, your father, now we are waiting to hear you. So, you know, that at some level did build, it was all building up inside. And of course, my parents have been very gracious people who gave us, you know, the freedom to decide as to whatever we want to do. But then eventually, I think, you know, we heard what the heart said, and I think it was the right thing for us to do. And I think we got passionate about what we were doing.
Thank you, Ayan. And Ustad Ji said you'd like to hear a little bit from Mrs. Khan also. So you'll have to have the argument with him. How difficult is to face the 3 Khans? Exactly, yeah. You know, the legendary sons and the dad right in front of you performing like this.
Well, I think it is not easy, definitely, if I have to be very frank. But at the same time, it's an honor and pleasure to be wife of such a legend and a mother of 2 very beautiful, beautiful, I don't mean look-wise, beautiful souls. And they're really wonderful children. And they're working very hard, that much I can say, vouch for. And I really wish they are able to carry forth the tradition of this family, because they are in an unbroken chain of the 7th generation of continuing the Sarod. So I hope even the 8th generation will continue. But I can only wish them all the very best, and it has always been an honor and a pleasure to be associated with this family. Thank you.
Congratulations, you've done very well. Now we'll take some audience questions, and we'll have time for a couple of questions. But after that, Ustadji and his sons and family will be here, and they'll be signing books and CDs at the back, so you can have direct conversation with them. Go ahead.
Thanks again to be here. We are very honored. And Mrs. Khan, I can assure you, your sons are beautiful, look-wise too. So this question is both for you, Amaan and Ayan. As technology is improving and YouTube is becoming pervasive, what do you think is role of technology in spreading Sarod or Indian classical music as such? And what can a company like Google do to help you spread the word?
No, I think it's a wonderful time that, you know, we all are a part of, you know, social media today and all the networks which propagate and promote arts and culture. So I think it's wonderful that now any musician or any creative person or anyone for that matter can, you know, post what they are doing. And I think we have a lot of content now which is very easily available. Especially for a younger artist, if he wants references, if he wants to hear all the great masters, everything is so easily available. And the beautiful part is now even most artists now have, you can directly access them because of this medium. So I think it's wonderful, it's great. Not many people are extremely savvy yet, but then one is trying to, you know, keep up. But I think it's just a wonderful time for just reaching out to people now.
Google can help, starting with us.
Hi, thank you for coming again. So my question was on similar lines in technology. So I see that Saji has a Twitter page, he has a Facebook page. He also updated today, he is coming to Googleplex and kind of stuff. But as the audience is kind of changing, like the generation shifts, how do you see a change in appreciation of music from people, from the audience you get, like as the generation is becoming younger and younger?
It's very rare to see people sitting and performing nowadays. Everybody is dancing and standing. So that is the basic difference. But we must protect our tradition. We must protect our identity. We should not... so we'll have to collectively make an effort to protect our tradition. Every country's tradition, every country's identity is very important, because I feel that God has given identity of music to every country. Through a line of melody, in India we have so many states, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Punjab. Through a line of melody you can make out it's Gujarat, it is Rajasthan, or so that is a great blessings of God. And in our music we have this, we don't read music, we don't write music, but we improvise, and everything is, whatever we performed we can't repeat. Only Googles can show to the world what we did today, but we can't give identical concert. So it was especially meant for all of you today. And so we must carry and we must provide and promote our traditional art, because life is not entertainment. There are laughter shows on the TV, it's fine, I mean, for few moments. But life is not just entertainment or laughing shows. So our tradition, the European music, the way they have, preserved Beethoven, Bach, Mozart, and I'm also now enjoying composing for orchestras and philharmonic orchestras. My work with the Scottish Chamber Orchestra, Samagam. So this is the way that musically we can talk to each other, we can collectively try to give the message that we are the same race, we love each other, we must, if we can't help each other, don't try to destroy each other. So I think we must preserve our identity, and there are so many talented among Amaan and Aya's generation. There are so many talented musicians in South India, in North India, all over the world. So I think music has played a very important role to connect the world, and music will continue to connect the world through peaceful music, appealing music.
In closing, again, I wanted to say a big thank you to Subbalakshmi, Subhabrata, Ayan, Amaan, and Ustad Amjad Ali Khan. Googlers, please join me in saying a big thank you and a debt of gratitude.